Welcome to chemistry online class. In today class, I am going to discuss on peptide synthesis. Let's take a simple peptide, dipeptide. That is two amino acids which involves and give dipeptides. Let's take simple example. Glycine plus alanine. Which undergo peptide bond formation and gives dipeptide. It looks very simple, but when we look at here the possibilities of products, possible dipeptides. Let's take first possible product. Glycine acyl group can interact with alanine amino group which gives dipeptide glycyl alanine. This is one possibility. Another one reverse you can take. Alanine acid group can interact with glycine amino group which can give alanyl glycine dipeptide. These are the two. Along with these two, glycine and another amino acid glycine can interact which can give glycine and another one is alanine. So total how many possible dipeptides are there when we are taking two amino acids? Total 4 possible dipeptides are there. In these 4 possible product, we are targeting for only one dipeptide, glycyl alanine. How we can synthesize glycyl alanine by taking these two amino acids? If you take a two amino acid by making a amide bond formation, always we will get along with the desired product. Let us assume this is our desired product. Along with the desired product, we get side product also. How we have to tailor this reaction to get our desired dipeptide? For this process, I am taking one method. It is called Bergman peptide synthesis or Bergman synthesis. So here in this Bergman synthesis concept, we are going to use another concept called protection of groups. Protection. So whichever the group which is not involving the peptide synthesis, that first initially we have to protect. After completion of the peptide synthesis, we have to deprotect. And that is the logic we are applying in the synthesis of dipeptide. Or you can take any peptide, but I am limiting to dipeptide. That's why I am using one glycine alanine dipeptide. I want to show how we can synthesize by taking a protection concept, protection deprotection concept, how we can synthesize dipeptide in the Bergman peptide synthesis process. So for this process, I am taking first glycine amino acid, and this glycine amino acid free NH2 should be there. Now what I am doing, I am protecting the NH group first. After that I am going for the amide bond formation. After completion of the reaction, I want to cleave that protecting group. First step. The first step which involves protection of amino group. So I am taking a glycine amino acid. I am protecting NH2 group with one protecting group, well-known protecting group, carbobenzyl chloride, which is react with amine, which is converting into carbobenzoxyglycine, and this is commonly known as CBZ group or CBZ chloride, carbobenzoxy group. So this is step 1. In step 1, what we are doing, we are reacting CBZ chloride to glycine, which forms CBZ amino acid, that is carbobenzoxyglycine. Here our amino acid is glycine, carbobenzoxy. So you can write it as a complete name, otherwise you can write abbreviated name CBZ. C must be capital, CBZ. It is called carbobenzoxy protected amino acid. So now once it is protected glycine with CBZ, this free amino group is no longer available for reaction. So if you want to do any reaction with CBZ glycine, carbobenzoxy glycine, which part is involving? Only COH part is involved in the reaction, and that is the concept of protection of amino group, which is not involved in the reaction. After completion of the reaction we can remove it. That process is called deprotection, protection and deprotection. After protecting, now I want to activate this carboxylic acid. In second step, step 2, formation of acid chloride. Now this NH group I have protected by taking carbobenzoxy group CBZ, and this acid group I want to convert into acid chloride. So instead of acid chlorides are much more reactive. Now I am activating the carboxylic acid by reacting with thionyl chloride, SOCl2, which is convert acid into acid chloride. Acid chlorides are much more reactive than acids, and I am making a activation of acid chloride, and this called acid chloride of carbobenzoxy glycine. This is the glycine part, and we have converted acid into acid chloride, and this is CBZ. Conversion of acid to acid chloride. Now I am bringing a next amino acid. Which amino acid? Alanine I am taking. This is step 3. Now this is acid chloride form, and here we have free amino group. Acid chloride react with the amine which forms amide, and here the amide bond formation is taking place between the two amide. This we call it as peptide bond. This is peptide bond. Now if you clearly see here, this part is glycine and this part is alanine, which is formed dipeptide. And which group is extra here? This is the group which is initially we have attached to the amine. That group is extra, and this we call it as carbobenzoxyglycyl alanine. So it is basically dipeptide glycyl alanine. We have protecting group which is extra. Now our purpose is completed. Glycyl alanine we made it. After completion of this, we have to protect this. So how we can deprotect CBZ group is by taking hydrogenation reaction in presence of palladium or platinum. This will undergo cleavage here. So it is converted into, along with this dipeptide we get CH3 and plus CO2, and enter this dipeptide which is present NH2CH2 C double bond O NHCH3 COH. If you see here, this is which amino acid? Glycine. This is alanine. So which is formed by the amide bond linkage. This dipeptide we call it as glycyl alanine dipeptide. In this fashion we can synthesize dipeptide which we are looking for. Let's take a homework question. How we can synthesize alanine glycine dipeptide? I have shown glycyl alanine. How we can synthesize alanine glycine dipeptide? So here looking at here, first is alanine, it is N terminal, glycine is C terminal. So first you have to take a alanine and protect it with CBZ, convert carbobenzoxy alanine. After that you make it as a acid chloride, react with glycine, and you get protected form of alanyl glycine, which on hydrogenation, hydrogen in presence of palladium or platinum, will ended up with a alanyl glycine. This is about the synthesis of peptides by using Bergman synthesis method.